Terrorism and killing is the old form of BNP, said the Prime Minister. The party wants to disrupt election by creating anarchy. U.S. Ambassador Peter has met the CEC, comments violence surrounding the elections as not desirable. And BNP holding a 3-day blockade program across the country. Awami League held a peace rally. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mytv News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom today. We are watching the headlines and I'm going to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said fire, terror and killing people is the old form of BNP. They could not give anything to people except terrorist activities. She said this in response to questions from reporters at a press conference about his visit to Belgium at Bhavan in the afternoon. The Prime Minister said that while Bangladesh is developing rapidly, one group is conspiring with the domestic and foreign countries to hinder it. Awami League has worked for the development of the country and the people, so people are with Awami League. The Prime Minister also commented that BNP's program does not have a public support, so they wanted to disrupt the elections by creating anarchy. U.S. Ambassador to Dhaka Peter has commented that violence surrounding the elections is not desirable in any way. He said that the United States wants free, fair, neutral and peaceful elections in Bangladesh. Therefore, he called for unconditional dialogue between all parties. Peter has said these things to the journalists after the meeting with the CC Kaji Habibul Awal at the Election Commission Secretariat in the morning. Meanwhile, CEC said EC expects all parties to participate in the elections. Kaji Habibullah Awal also said that the election will be held on time according to the Constitution. The United States has condemned the political violence in Bangladesh on October 28. At the same time, the country has called for a thorough investigation into the deadly violence. Besides the killing of policemen and political workers and the burning of buses and hospitals, the violence was also mentioned as unacceptable. This information was given in the briefing of the U.S. State Department. Besides, it has also been informed that the United States will take necessary measures to support and advance democracy in Bangladesh. Matthew Miller, the spokesman of the country's foreign ministry, said these things in response to questions from journalists at a regular press conference on Monday local time. BNP has been holding a 3-day road, rail and waterway blockade program across the country since morning to demand the resignation of the government and the next elections under a non-partisan neutral government. Although the number of vehicles on the capital's roads is slightly less than on other days, public transport and private cars are running more today. Long-distance bus operations were less. However, train and launch operations remained normal. Additional police are deployed at important points in the city. The train left Kamalapur railway station on time. Additional law enforcement personnel have been deployed for the security of passengers and railway installations. BGP is patrolling the various highways of the country, including the capital. Awami League leaders and activists are in a strong position in every area of the capital to protest the blockade program of BNP and similar parties. Leaders of Dhaka Metropolitan Awami League and affiliated organizations conducted this sit-in program by standing in front of the party's central office on Bangabandhu Avenue. Meanwhile, Awami League also held a peace march to protest the blockade in various areas. The leaders said that people are killed in the name of a BNP program, so they are helping the law enforcement forces for the security of lives and property. Due to the dollar crisis and the election year, it is a big challenge to achieve the target of a revenue collection, said the chairman of the National Revenue Board, Abu Hena Muhammad Rahmatul Munim. He said this at a press conference on the occasion of Income Tax Information Service month celebrations at Agargaon Revenue Building in the capital, stating that services will be provided for receiving income tax returns from November 1st to 30. He said a taxpayer-friendly website has been created where taxpayers can easily return income tax online. In addition, training arrangements have been made for filling income tax returns through special booths in all tax zones, stating that the number of taxpayers has increased compared to last year. He said various measures have been taken to encourage tax payment. A fire has occurred in the newly constructed building of a neuroscience hospital in capital Agargaon. When the fire service was informed at 10:29 in the morning, a total of 3 units including 2 from Shamoli and 1 team from Mohammadpur fire service arrived at the spot and worked to control the fire and managed to extinguish the fire. Although the origin of the fire and the extent of the damage are not known, the fire service officials initially fear that the fire may have started from the short circuit. No one was injured in this incident. Viewers, now international news. Almost everything in Gaza was destroyed by the bombing of the Israeli forces. The hospital was not spared from their brutality. On one side is the procession of death, and on the other side, new life is being born. Country politics conflict. These newly landed children do not understand anything. Still, the biggest victims of the brutality of war are the newborns. Since the beginning of the Israeli attack on Gaza, mothers in Gaza have been going hungry or undispersed. Because of that, they are not able to ensure enough milk for the child. Apart from this, parents have to worry about the cleanliness of the child due to lack of water. Viewers, we're about to the end of the headlines once again. Terrorism and killing is the old form of BNP, said the Prime Minister. The party wants to disrupt election by creating anarchy. U.S. Ambassador Peter Hasmith's CEC comments violence surrounding the elections is not desirable. BNP holding a 3-day blockade program across the country. Awami League held a peace rally. Almost everything in Gaza was destroyed by the bombing of the Israeli forces. And Lionel Messi on the men's Ballon d'Or for a record-extending 8th time. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/MyTVBD News. And to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/MyTVBangla, Facebook/MyTVBangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Allah Hafiz.